Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and like the video. It really helps, it means a lot. Thank you. So my sister got me 3 ceramic birds, each one facing a different direction, and each one showing a different floral design on the chest. Like this one looks like a daffodil, I think that's what it's called. This one looks more like daisies, and I have no idea what these are, but yeah, each one is different, and I was thinking for this month that each week I can paint a different one. So this week I'm planning on doing the daisy or dandelion or whatever these flowers are. What I'm planning on doing is making them yellow. I have a few yellow colors that I will try to use. And then for the bird itself, I'm going to try to make it a little muted, maybe some browns and grays, just to make the flowers stand out a little more. It shouldn't be that hard of a project. Hopefully it won't take that long, but it's painting. It takes forever for things to dry, and you never know. Things happen. So let's start with this bird, and let's see where this goes. And if there's any background noise in this recording, this video, whatever I'm planning on doing, that would be the baby chicks that I have next to my desk, and the AC that is also right next to my desk. So kind of ignore those while I'm speaking and all that. There it goes off now. And yeah, let's start with this lovely bird. I started off with mixing white and black to get this very nice gray color as a base. For doing these ceramic paintings, I like to use a base color to get the darkest parts of the bird or whatever I'm using. This is to help get in all of the crevices, all the dips and ditches, whatever it would be on these ceramics, and it's to help with depth when I add the rest of the colors. It also shows through the other layers a bit, so if I were to put a very saturated brown on top, it would actually become less saturated due to the paint on the bottom, which is gray in this case. So anything on the base, it's going to show through a little bit on the other layers. So that's why I'm using a base color. It's to make the rest of the body a little less vibrant, more muted, a little grayer. This is to help with the flowers and the rest of the orange parts to make them a lot more vibrant. It will look more vibrant due to everything else being less vibrant, more desaturated, more gray. So you probably saw me skip parts of the tail and wings, and that's because I wanted to add orange to those too. That way it's not just the flowers on the chest that are orange, but there's more orange to the bird. The beak is also going to be orange, but it's not going to be as vibrant as the wings, tail, and the flowers. It's just to kind of make everything look cohesive. Now you see me putting a dark brownish orange on the beak. I'm going to be using this as a base color for all the oranges. So I kind of wanted it to be a little dull, but it's a lot brighter than the gray. As you can see, it is a lot brighter. It's a lot more saturated. it stands out a lot against the gray, and that's kind of what I wanted. I wanted to have the orange pop off the bird and the rest of it to be a little not as noticeable. So for base colors, you don't have to be perfect on your first try. It doesn't actually have to be perfect at all. This is just to help with the colors and the depth of the finished product. The darker colors will be in the deepest parts of the ceramic. It will be like in the cracks, in the dips, and ditches, and whatever blemishes there are. And when we come back with the lighter colors, we will put it on the tops of those, like the hills, the things that are elevated away from the bird, and it will make a lot more depth. So I'm just trying to jab as much paint into those crevices as possible to help show the depth. And it doesn't have to be perfect because we could always go over it, and depending on how big of a mess that you made, it probably won't even be noticeable in the finished product. You don't have to worry about it that much. I made quite a bit of a mess myself when working on the base colors. I got it all over my fingers and it got on the bird where it wasn't supposed to be, but that's paint for you. It gets everywhere. You could probably see on the head that there's the orange that isn't supposed to be there. But I'm working on the wings now, and I'm going to mess with them a bit because I wasn't sure how much orange I wanted to have on the wings and the tail. There is my sister telling me that this is looking good. What do you guys think? Do you agree with her? So now I'm working on the tail, and again, I'm gonna come back, definitely gonna bring that gray in a bit more and kind of feather in the orange into the gray to make it more a gradient, make it smoother, and use less orange. I kind of wanted the tail to be a little bit of orange, not all orange. So I'm gonna come back with the gray, fix everything up. Cleaning around the flowers now. As you can see, I was not perfect at making this on the first try, so I'm just cleaning it up. This is personal preference on my part. I prefer everything to be in its place. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. And here's me working on the tail, kind of making it more gray. Now I made a gray-brown mixture, and what I did was I put it on my palette and I brushed most of it off, so there's very little on the brush, and I'm very lightly brushing it on the bird itself, and it just puts the paint on the elevated parts of the ceramic. As you can see, the deeper ditches do not get any of the paint. That's why I used the base color, that's why I made it darker. And you can see that it creates this illusion of depth in color, as well as the depth of the 3D piece itself. And this is called dry brushing. It's when we kind of have a very, very dry brush and we lightly kind of just swing the brush all over the piece, and it just gets those elevated parts, and it makes it look very nice. I like how it looks. It almost looks metallic now, and I kind of like it. Or stone. It kind of looks like stone. I don't know. Tell me in the comments below, what do you think it looks like? Does it look like stone? Does it look like metal? Does it look good at all? Like, to me, in my opinion, it looks good. So I guess that's a win. Now I got the same brown color and I'm working on the beak. That way it's more muted. If I used the orange color or yellow color that I'm going to use for the wings, the tail, and the flowers, the beak's going to show up a lot more than I really wanted it to. I kind of wanted it to be more muted. So I went back with the light brownish, grayish color that I used for the rest of the body for the beak. For the flowers and all that, I'm using a yellow, and a lot of the orange base color is going to show through, so it's still going to look orange, even though I'm adding a whole bunch of yellow to the top. I spent more time on the flowers because I wanted them to be the most vibrant part of this bird. That's kind of the point of why I did everything else. So I spent a lot of time trying to make it as bright as possible, trying to make it to the point where I really liked it. I think I like the rest of the bird better anyway, but at least I tried my best. Now I'm dry brushing on the wings with the same yellow color. Back to these flowers, I was not satisfied with them. Adding more yellow, just trying to make it look nice. It looks nice now that it's done, but when I was working on it, it was not looking right. So I kept coming back. So I decided to carry the yellow up to the rest of the wings. As you can see, I'm just doing like the tips of each of those groups of feathers to kind of tie into the orange tips. It was a very big risk to take because I wasn't sure if it would look okay or not. It looks great now. In my opinion, it looks really good. Time for the eyes. I just made them black very black and glossy. Nothing very special about it. Now I add a nice white highlight. And then it's done. Here's how it looks. All painted, all dry. I think it looks good. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below.